Hello everyone, and we're back to the winter theme. Musical chef, congrats on first. Sorry, I have an annoying pop-up here. Let me just work on that. There it is. As I was saying, musical chef, thank you so much for coming by. Congrats on first. I hope you're doing well. I haven't streamed this week yet. I delayed the stream to Sunday because some stuff came up on Tuesday that I needed. I thought I'd put you away, you nasty. There you go. As I was saying, something come up and I needed a time on Tuesday, so we postponed the stream for today, and I might do different next week as well, but we'll see how the day goes and how the week goes. But I'm very excited. Next week we're going to put up the Christmas tree and the decorations, and I'm really excited. And today it was just a chill day. We went to a little grocery shopping and watched Criminal Minds in the afternoon. I already showered and I'm almost ready to go to bed after stream, so that's very exciting. Let me see, what did I do yesterday? Oh, yesterday I went to the cat cafe. Oh, hello, how are you doing? I was just talking about what I did this weekend, and yesterday not only did I do my nails, which they're lavender and I love them, always with some sparkle. I cannot not have some sparkle on my nails. But I went to the cat cafe yesterday and that was great. Cat cafes should be everywhere. Mandatory. That's what I think. And how about you? How was your weekend? How was your weeks? And what did you eat or what did you snack before coming to the stream? I had some leftovers. I had some soup and some veggie rice with some chicken, and it was really nice. And spoiler alert, tomorrow I'm gonna have salmon. I fucking love salmon. So I'm gonna take a sip of my hot drinks. Just give me a second. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Now we can struggling against the cold. I won't give up and passing the 100-hour Barbarian Dragon quest. Oh my god, exciting. Speaking of game, do you know what I downloaded? The hot new game, the Where the Winds Meet, but I still have to play it. But the character customization alone kind of sold me. I still haven't played the game zero. I just downloaded, but from what I see on TikTok and everything, like that customization is very promising. And I really want to try the game out. That's my my new news on gaming. But I had to uninstall some quite a few stuff because that game is almost 100 gigs. And I have also Infinity Nikki here and other games as well, so I had to manage, but it's managed. I saw a couple of streams of it. Seemed cool. I think it seems cool too, but I'll have to try it out. Because the only similar game that I play currently is Infinity Nikki, and I feel like that's different from everything else. Like, some mechanics are the same, sure. And speaking of Infinity Nikki, the anniversary coming up, crazy stuff. So many free outfits, so many, the new Miracle outfit, banger. I'm very excited. But I think without further ado, let's play Of the Devil. We played the demo of this game in August, I think. Let me take out the beach from there. I didn't prepare this at all, but we can come here. Maybe that's easier. And now game capture. There you go. and I have my controller ready. Again, we played the game, we played the demo, which is episode 0. I think in August. And I bought episode 1 shortly after the demo. And I'm very excited because I knew nothing about this game. So that plot twist, I don't think I was following August just yet. Let me see if I can... There's probably a summary somewhere. Did you also watch the bonus scenarios after episode 0? Yes, I did. Hello, cybernetic sisters. How are you doing? I've checked everything back when I played the demo. Basically, what the plot twist is, the character that you're seeing on screen, you're playing as her, and she's a detective, but she's also... Hold on, I'm trying to think. The murderer. She's the one that's committing the crime she's investigating. We're just double checking because I recommended for episode 1. I mean, we can run it back a little, but I did do that. She's a criminal defense attorney in a cyberpunk neo-noir dystopia. Thank you. That is a very good summary. Love my hot beverage. So I guess we should continue. Already did all this. Yeah, it was in August, as you can see. Because I don't want to do a new case. I can continue with the same one, right? New case if you want to go into episode 1. Oh, thank you. That was just my question. And episode 2, I think, is coming out still this year. So very exciting. You can choose to play episode 1 in high roller mode. I don't think so. Coming out on the 18th of December? Hell yeah. In high roller mode, you're limited to 1 save slot and you won't be able to reload your saves while inside the courtroom. No, I don't want that. The minimum amount for hands. No, I don't want this. I don't want high roller mode. Standard. Yes, save and load as often as you like for the perfectionist, or high roller, play like a real gambler. I don't think I'm ready for that, so I'm just gonna play it safe. Enjoy the mystery. Yeah, enable tutorials because I haven't played in a while, so might as well keep them. Listen, I wanted to thank you for coming over. Wanted to thank you for coming over? Figures you'd notice. Anyone could tell something's bothering you. You're the first person to say anything. What happened? The police came to see me. In public? No. They wanted to be considerate of my privacy. That's a first. They wanted to talk to me about the other week. About my whereabouts. And yours. I told them I didn't know anything. They must have loved that. Funny. What would you have done? In your shoes, probably curse them out. Yeah, I could see that. Is there anything you want to ask me? No. Not even for a favor in return? No favors lost between friends, I say. That sounds like a toast. Ha, why not? To friends. I'll raise a glass to that. Who are these characters? There's some new mechanics also which tutorials will help with. Thank God. Thank God I enabled the tutorial. Glass him! Vandalism detected. Incident logged. Recorded at 8:55 a.m. local time. Geopositional data encoded. If I could have all citizens in the area. Fuck off, copper. Visuals impaired. Facial recognition compromised. Pinging nearby opt-ins for corroborating evidence. Hey, he's lighting up every phone on the block. We need to go now. Alright, he'll use your outdoor voice. Or he'll have us pinned down to our dental records before you can say we're fucked. There she is. I love her. Morning, Officer Leo. You look different today. You do something new with your uniform? Good morning to you too, Morgan citizen. To answer your question, no, I have not undergone any recent retrofitting. If you'd like a more detailed record of my maintenance history, you can make a request for... I've got it. It must be the new code for paint. You're referring to the act of vandalization that just took place. Only the most recent one. Super Cop over here has a new dent every time I see him. Scars honorably earned in the line of duty, scanning the street for jaywalkers and loiterers. Don't worry, ma'am. A report has been filed and the police are working to resolve the situation. Civil disobedience at this time of day? What's the world coming to? They're just stragglers, ma'am. There was a period of unrest in the area last night. Unlicensing, protesting, and demonstrating without a permit. Well, I hope you threw the book at them. The disturbance was handled, but individual instances of volatility may occur during the next 48 hours as we work to apprehend outside actors. Thanks for the forecast. So, does the bleeding stop on its own? Androids don't have blood, ma'am. This is just a leakage of oxidizing fluid. My mistake. So you don't need a bandage, I take it. The leakage would dry shortly. With that conversation thoroughly exhausted, I let my mind wander as I wait for the signal to cross. I unfocus my eyes and dull my hearing, sinking beneath the hum of the city street, and fading through the lives bustling around me like so much sea foam. Across the way, a large man with worn hands and an ill-fitting belt turns to a gorilla-like hulk of a machine and cups his hands in front of his mouth. Yo, 61! The machine halts its lifting with uncanny precision and turns to him. We're going on break. The robot tilts its head to the side. You can't work the plier without shooting up the roof, so... I don't know, take a load off, will ya? Understood, came the over-enunciated reply. The man already walking away tosses a dismissive wave behind him. Yeah, understood. A moment after the man turns the corner, the robot attempts to mimic the hand wave, to no one in particular. I got a copper. Goddamn coppers on every street corner. At a bus stop, or what used to be a bus stop, now a charging station, a passionate young man voices his democratic opinion loud enough for the whole street to hear. They declare martial law when I wasn't looking? The small woman beside him, trying hard to appear even smaller, shifts in her seat. Well, they're just trying to do their job, so... Bots don't have jobs, except the ones they stole from us. Notice how they don't patrol nearly so heavy in up-down, even on the worst days. His audience, captive by virtue of sharing the same charging pole as him, shuffles, coughs, and stares even harder at their phones. The woman looks at her niece and pulls at her shirt. You're kind of embarrassing me right now. He makes a vague gesture with his hands to indicate he stepped off his soapbox, and the shoulders of everyone around him relax a centimeter. Oh, now that's just... A woman with exhaustion in her eyes sighed at her hologram floating above her chrome-plated palm, while a rounded, smooth-looking android pushes a carriage behind her. Ellen, walk round the block, get her some air, would you? Apparently this call can't wait and it's louder than a garbage disposal out here. Of course, ma'am. I'd be glad to. The android punctuates his sentence with a sound halfway between a whir and purr, which, judging by the coos and giggles coming from the child, seem to have been well received. Robots, holograms, androids, drones, coppers, if you prefer. Can't so much as sneeze in the city without a dozen different ads offering you a handkerchief. There's a vocal minority that you think they're the downfall of civilization, but for everyone else, you're too kind, ma'am. Thank you for your concern. It's hard to hate them when they're so eager to please. Crosswalk's giving me the okay. Keep us safe, yeah? Have a good day, Morgan citizen. It's a bright, crisp morning in the city. Lights changing and people moving in click-clacking harmony, all smooth as clockwork. Were I in a worse mood, it would all be a bit much. But I went out last night. So I'm feeling pretty refreshed this morning. I see. As I reach the other end of the street, I pivot lightly and give Automated Dependent Assistant Officer L30 my best impression of a salute. Thank you for your service. And of course, he creaks out a mirrored response. No sense of sarcasm, the poor bastards. But I didn't come all this way to downtown to poke fun at the only happily employed class in human history. No, I came down here to make an important purchase. Today, I'm going to buy a gun. Fucking print scream. Episode 1. I'll take a sip. Oh yeah. An idle mind. Today I'm going to buy a gun. No staff around, but all the lights are on. Should I have knocked? Oh my god, the desk's so cute. That. Desk personality setting 6, the cool one. Let me know if I can help you with anything. I've probably forgotten more about firearms than you're programmed to remember. I bet you can. I recently acquired a license to carry concealed. Nice. Are you in law enforcement? Do you shoot for sport? Business or pleasure? Neither. May I ask why you're looking to carry concealed, ma'am? Oh, you know. Assault with a deadly weapon, cruel intent, that kind of thing. Some of my clients live in very rough neighborhoods. Even in broad daylight, coming down to the lower wards for house visits can be... I see, you're a lawyer. So I guess you'd say I'm in the market for self-defense. We have a wide selection of options for self-defense in a variety of sizes and calibers, with spread and PA fire options available. My bad. PA stands for pseudo-automatic. I know. But for concealed, it'd have to be at least be small enough to... This would go a lot faster if I just tell them that that's what I want. I'm gonna be patient, it's fine. But walking in here and asking for a very specific model is gun nut behavior. I'm not trying to stand out, exactly. Some of the ones I test fired at the range left my shoulders sore for days. Do you have anything more discreet? Right, no problem. Electromagnetic pulse models feature minimal kickback with the highest accuracy. One targeted pulse of electricity can disable attackers at medium to short range non-lethally and quietly. Sure, they're plenty quiet, but they also have piss-poor range and even sustained fire won't do shit to any mother with installation less than a few years old. Glorified tasers, barely suitable as party favors for anxiety-stricken college kids. Well, hopefully not too quiet. I'd want someone to come running to my rescue. Of course. Would you like to take a look at our mag rails? Bullseye. We're proud to offer a number of models that utilize the latest in miniaturized ultra-capacity batteries to generate alarms, force which slings a slug fast enough to miss a limb at over 30 meters. And it's safe. Of course, ma'am. My bad. 2-factor safeties with GPS and emergency services sync. It won't go off unless you want it to, and someone will definitely come running. All those convenient safety features make it incredibly easy for the police, or anyone who can dupe their tool set, to lock you out of your own gun with the flip of a switch. You couldn't walk a piece like that down a single uptown street without passing through 9 or 10 no-fire zones. They're the very worst, most useless kind of a weapon a criminal could buy. Sounds perfect. How do we get started? They're the worst. All right. Why does it feel like every desk I run into has to be such a character? Mercifully, it stuck itself away while the fabricators get the gun tagged. I've got time to kill, so is there anything worth checking around the shop? Let's see. There's some kind of news program playing on the screen. Most public places are too scared to put on any channel with content more political than the smiling micro apartment flippers. But this is a gun store after all. Power is always political. What is that? I can't check it. What's that? Someone left a data pad out here. What's in the news today? Lobo threatens Tetra with ransomware vulgarity. The internationally wanted terrorist and serial data thief, most commonly known as Lobo, has seized a cache of vital keystone data files belonging to the Theta Metallics group, according to a press release from the mining conglomerate. In a blitz of cross posts on 90 different socials, translated into all 11 dominant languages, the supposed hacktivist, radical conservationist, and gentleman thief made clear their intent to ransom said files back to their lawful owners at severe cost. Though the posts were quickly flagged and quarantined thanks to user reports, Lobo's latest manifesto, which we have declined to publish here on grounds of journalistic integrity and due to the strong language contained within, has remained in circulation thanks to a loose network of rogue data harbors. In addition to a sizable monetary ransom, Lobo put out a list of demands that spanned pages. Most prominent among them was a call for de-escalation of all conflicts surrounding rare earth metal deposits around the Ecuador. Sources at Tetra refused to confirm or deny reports that Lobo's captured data impacted only their billing services, but insisted that the corporation could not, in good faith, resume redistribution until the ransom situation was resolved. Market prices for rare earth metals surged following the hacking attack, as supply halted and demand rose, stoked by memories of catastrophic supply chain disruption in the mid-21st century. A spokesperson for Mining is Progress, a lobbying group that represents the rare earth metal industry, called Lobo's repeated attacks acts of terror against the free market. Whoa there, looks like you're not logged in. Want to take care of that real quick? Okay. How do I close? There you go. Lobo again, or someone using their name. Suppose it doesn't matter if they're the original or not, so long as they're a genuine threat. And no one can snare a corporation as rich as Tetra without serious skills. It does seem consistent with Lobo's politics, making demands for ransom money. Money, money, money. Lobo's always burning it, I guess. Hacking takes effort and God-given talent. But you don't need much in the way of hardware to get started. So I guess it's probably not about the money after it all. Okay. That makes sense. Yeesh. Would it kill to clean up a little? Guess a desk kindly asking customers not to litter can only get you so far if you're not willing to pay someone to sweep up. Wait, is this trash? This flyer it's scannable. Stagnancy theory? Really? They got a lot of self-proclaimed philosophers in here. Okay, a stagnant world, modern man's plateau. Renowned net philosopher Corbin Cawthorne, real name withheld, offers to take you on a deep dive into the global trends and sociological patterns that have driven our planet to the halting point in his groundbreaking and controversial seminar. Moore's Law used to be the benchmark, now it feels like a pipe dream. We used to dream of humanity marching bravely into space, of artisans crafting virtual wonders that made the confines of our own reality seem limited. Instead, our brightest minds spend all their time and effort kicking the can of climate crisis down the road, while their more fortunate peers spend their most productive working years in search engine optimization and customer experience design. The middle class, eaten alive by the rich they prop up, can no longer afford the very products they help create. Without mass consumer demand, tech no longer has evolutionary pressures to be as small and powerful as possible. In stagnant waters, only parasites and disease grow aplenty. The only cure comes from you taking action. There's another link at the bottom, probably leading to a collection dish. Or a state honeypot if you want to be paranoid. They better burn this shit before some neat freak idiot picks it up and gets arrested. Hate these kinds of screens. Gotta look at them with your nose turned up or else they start eye tracking. Next thing you know, they're saying hello on a first name basis. But I've gotta practice with this sort of thing. I can skim the headlines at least. Why the 12-6 work week gives us more free time than ever. I'm 14 and I tried dating a smart UI. It made me the happiest I've ever been. How term limits our anti-democracy. Woof. Transfusion from warm androids saves soldier's life. That's one hell of a headline. If the Animate 16 wasn't selling well before, I'm sure by now it's... Wait, how long has it been? Shouldn't take them that long to get my gun properly bugged. I'm sorry, we've received a breaking news story. Instead, we got a trillionaire radicalized by Twitter dweebs making explosive cars and lolly assistants for Pentagon phones. Ain't that the truth? We're seeking confirmation and yes, we have it confirmed. Lead programmer at Noble Electronics and famed designer of the Turing solution, Dr. David Asher, has passed. What? Proprietary Vantage automated dependent management system along with the Animate series of androids? Must be some kind of corporate propaganda tactic or... No, they wouldn't risk. Fake news? But why? Perhaps best known for his breakthroughs in the field of machine learning and language. Misinformation, maybe? Trying to. Authored many of the developments that allowed for Noble's rapid growth and market dominance. David Asher is dead? Including the popular desk series of smart UIs. That's very sad. I didn't ask. Sorry, I just... Commands only. Understood. Will you be paying with cash or credit? Debit. (9:41 a.m., July 1st, 2086. Let me just what is... How do I quick save game? All right. I have 3 coins. Profiles, Morgan. All right, because we started a new one. And articles, we have 2. Terms, we got copper, mist, blah, 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 blah. Okay. The gun was light. Lighter than I expected. A real gun should always be heavy. Greater than the sum of its parts. That's one of the things I like about them, their weight. Like they're anchoring the world around them. Like they're a fixed point in time. Like everything else is just relative to them, either closer or further to the end. I would have liked something heavier during that walk back to my apartment. I would have liked to have something to feel far away from. Morgan's apartment. We take another sip while we're here. I think midstream I'll have to heat this up again. There's our apartment. Didn't realize I was home until my hand was on the door. What is this? What am I doing? What am I doing? Fumbling in my pocket for my lighter. Golden, polished, tastefully, ergonomic and fine and expensive. And a good lighter. It was a good gift. I kept the card, didn't I? Here it is. To the only smoker in my life. I know gold's a bit much for your personal style, but they don't make a lot of these anymore. Believe it or not, the only other people who share your vice are stuffy old men with bad, expensive taste. Hope you can manage to get some use out of it anyway. Your friend, David. So we were fellas, we were homies. The news might have more information by now. Or not. Looks like the net's full of copy-pasted statements from Noble, auto-edited montages, ill-fitting quotes. Reactions to the news from every micro-celebrity under the sun. Their raw, authentic emotion brought to you live from all the car seats and bathroom mirrors of the world. But there's nothing about his death, not even a time window. Did he die this morning? Was he found dead in his bed? Has he been dead for days while Noble's just been waiting for the right time to let it leak? Or did he die last night while I was out screwing around? A phone call? Better not be work-related. I'm not in the right mood. Oh, who are you? Oh, Morgan, hey, thanks for picking up so fast. She's Jessica Starling, who asked me to call her. Hi, Jess. Listen, I've already seen the news. What? Oh, of course you have, duh. I'm sorry, I didn't tell you sooner. I just was with the company and their people and all that. What I mean is, if it were up to me, you would have been the first call I made. For a decision like that to be up to David's assistant, about 1,000 other Noble employees above her on the ladder would have got to get axed, but it's all right, Jess. No one ever really knows what to do with these kinds of things. Still, I'm sorry you had to hear it from a stream, Chiron. What difference does it make how the information gets to me? I could have stumbled upon his corpse myself and I would feel mostly the same. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to call anyway. Yeah. If I want more information, she's the best source I'm going to get, maybe for weeks. What to ask at a time like this? I'm supposed to express denial first, but she's probably short on time. And I don't feel like following the playbook to the letter right now. Can you tell me what happened? The police, they think that he took something. Suicide? And the police are already involved? They saw it was some kind of poison or... God. Noble's got a lot of weight to bludgeon the state with, especially in the city. I would think they'd keep the police at arm's length for at least a few days. Listen, Morgan, I need to ask something of you. Of course, Jess, whatever you need. Whatever you need? A bit much, but she's grieving. This is just how people talk. And it's not like my day was really salvageable anyway. I'd like to bring you up here, to David's place. What do you mean? There's something I have to give you. You're not handling his will already, are you? If the police are involved, it'll be a while before... No, I'm sorry. It's not like that. Before he... No, please, don't hold back on my account. David asked me to get this into your hands. It wasn't work-related, but he asked me. I know I'm asking a lot here, but since it's turned out to be the last thing he ever asked me to do, I'd like to get it done. I don't like showing up at crime scenes more often or more quickly than strictly necessary. And that's when I only have to worry about the police. With Noble looming all over this, security will be doubled and scrutiny tripled. This is too risky. I have no logical reason to agree to her request. Swing by my place with a cab, yeah? Besides my own morbid curiosity. Right, of course. Thanks, Morgan, thank you. Wait, I almost forgot. What is it? You don't happen to have anything you could wear in black, do you? Is she trying to steal from my wardrobe? This is now 10:11 a.m. in transit. I'll take another sip. The autocab hums a synthesized purr as our on-ramp merges onto a canopy superhighway, steadily and suddenly, all at once. Not much super about it, but it does cast one hell of a shadow. The canopies always felt very arts and crafts to me. Cobbled together, always added on to, never finished, never planned. It's clearly taken a lot of time and effort to make. But the end result is just ugly. And it feels like it could fall apart at any moment. You okay, Morgan? You look a little car sick. Oh shit, she is in black. She's cute. I'm fine. Thanks for asking. But if I ignore her tests now, she'll just send me more later. I'm currently texting with Witch. Oh, I think she's the judge. Hey, Freckles. Saw your friend Asher on the news. R.I.P. Thank you. For trying to be sincere. Worth a shot. We all have our strengths. God damn, you are one passive-aggressive little girl. Why does all your filial piety go out the window whenever you talk to me? Filial piety doesn't work on you. You love yourself too much to appreciate respect. True, went the train. See, Freckles, you can be very insightful. When you aren't too busy side-eyeing the whole world. Wonder where I picked that up from. Not from me? I'm pretty sure you were born muttering insults under your breath. The nurses tried to make you cry and responded by giving them self-esteem issues. Did you ever have dealings with Noble? 10 out of 10 shift in the convo. Subtle as a crackers. Subtlety doesn't work on you either. Well, it might. If you were good at it. This is me asking you for advice. Okay. I guess this never sunk in. Because you spent most of your apprenticeship asleep. But my clients were all celebs. The rich and famous. I didn't have that many dealings with the Megs that own their likeness. Is it really that different? Plenty. Celebs don't like people seeing their dirty side. So they pay smart people like me to clean up their messes. But Megs don't like people seeing them at all, period. And also, Megs are a lot more lively when it comes to... Gross. Hard workers with a lot of stress to bend, huh? Stop. Do you have any actual help to offer? Truth be told, I did have this one run-in. where I got this probably shit deep into corporate intrigue. Why? Can I uncensor this? Did I click on something I shouldn't? Oh, yeah. Oh, because I got caught at the of Annie Life's 45 poster girl. God damn it. Hard worker. Put a stress to bed. Glad to know I can always reach out to you in my time of need. I'm gonna let that slide because I know you're mourning. Look. Corporate types are all a bunch of paranoid drug addicts, huffing glue and playing roulette on their phones, while fantasizing about stabbing everyone else in the meeting to death. So don't expect them to play nice just because Asher was your pal. My actual advice is, get whatever you're owed. Then get out of there fast as fuck, boy. That's a beautiful thought, Auntie. I mean it. Corporations prefer Viking funerals. What's a Viking funeral? A dignified ceremony where the body is sent out to the sea on a boat. Then they set everything on fire and sink the ashes to the bottom of the ocean. Try not to linger, Freckles. You don't want to be stuck on board when they start knocking their arrows. Thanks. But what the hell was that about me sleeping on the job? I worked harder in one day than any of you Gen Alpha drunks did all week. Should've worked smarter, lol. And if you want to go there, you did literally fall asleep on the job. At the Christmas party. Oh my god. What is that? Why do you have that? Incriminating evidence for real. It's not even accurate. Work parties are still work, Freckles. I only had my eyes closed. Because all of you old farts had your criminal splash on. Morgan, something's wrong, you're sweating. Just deleting some spam. We've got a couple more minutes of crawling through the canopy's guts before we reach David's part of the city. Uptown, our better half. Gleaming opera houses and towering corporate apartments. Boutique shops with more cameras than customers. Penthouses stacked upon penthouses in a frantic climb to the top of the rat pile. All reined in by restaurants with long wait times and small serving sizes. The joke is that uptown folks go most of the year without touching street level. Not much of a punchline there, it's basically true. By now, his whole block must be swarmed with cops themselves, surrounded by media and all encircled by onlookers. I could try and enjoy these last few moments of calm, but if the storm's coming either way, I'd rather use this time to try and find my footing. Actually, Jess, if you've got a second, I was curious about... Ooh, that headline. I saw that headline, by the way. The one your warm android saved that soldier's life. Oh yeah, pretty feel good, don't you think? So folks at the company must have been in high spirits lately, I take it. That's what I thought when I first heard about it, but I don't know, maybe upper management never happy? Because they're still just riding sales harder than ever, pushing the traditional consumer markets. I thought they'd start building a pitch for Congress the day the story dropped. A big patriotic campaign telling everyone why we need a contract for warm androids in the military. But I haven't heard back about them moving staff around or for anything like that. Maybe it's all above my pay grade. All the corporate power and money in the world. And they're still just joyless assholes that they won't even celebrate their victories. David's death. I'm guessing I've already been to his place. Yeah, it's a real mess over there.
It's that bloody. Oh, God, no. Not that kind of mess. I just mean with the cops stacked on the media, stacked on lawyers. Each of them with their own network of drones, all their droning. It's very, It's a very high predictive atmosphere is what I mean. When were you able to get over there? Well, I got a call from illegal late last night. They weren't exactly delicate in breaking the news to me. Last night? They said they needed my help sorting through all his, well, you know, how he left his things organized sometimes. He's been dead since last night and they've kept it under wraps that long. I know there are a lot of powerful people in his circles, but to stop it from leaking for over 12 hours? That seems like a lot more than your typical powerful people trying to control the narrative. Seems more like there's something they actively trying to suppress. So you found out last night? Right, last night. Oh God. I'm so sorry, I should have told you as soon as I found out. Really, it's alright. Did you see anything? No, I still haven't actually seen him at all. He was airlifted to the hospital ASAP and that's where he passed, so... But, well, I didn't get the impression that the cops had been there long. Not compared to the lawyers. They and the rest of the company people seemed pretty entrenched. Noble set up camp before the police even arrived. So what time would that have been? I guess I got there around 9 p.m. Yeah, because at 9:15 they switched my phone to silent mode and I got locked out of everything but my work stuff. Set my last blah at 9:13, see? Gonna expire whoever put me in heels this morning. It me. They can do that on your phone, lock you out of social media? Of course not. Well, unless I'm on the clock or off the clock, but on company property. Then they can remote all my tech, yeah. How convenient. So if I got in at 9 p.m., I'd guess the rest of the company people had been there since 8:30 p.m. I hadn't been there for more than a few minutes before the mood changed. Word about the hospital declaring him dead had started to leak. I see. He died after he reached the hospital? That's unexpected. It's 2086. You might be in trouble if you get stuck in bureaucratic purgatory when you need to be in the emergency room, but other than that, if you reach the hospital alive, a good doctor can stabilize most any patient within a few moments. And Noble's electronics lead programmer would have a very good doctor. So what the hell happened? Is she mistaken? Was he not officially declared dead until he reached the hospital for some reason, or... Hard to think about it, I know. Yeah. Or hard to believe. The request. Jess, I have to wonder, what kind of request did David make of you that I couldn't wait a few days? Right, of course. He asked me to give you something. Something? Is she trying to build suspense? Right, it's just, well, I don't know exactly what it is. You have no idea? He asked me to give you the contents of his safe. Are we headed to the bank then? No, see, he has this private safe in his basement. Maybe you've seen it? Well, I say safe, but it might be accurate to call it a storage locker or a false wall. And all he told you was that he wanted me to have what's inside. Right, he was very clear about that part. Your eyes only, straight into your hands. Handle in person, he said. Strange. This is all pretty analog for someone as technically gifted as David. Coming from anyone else, I'd call it paranoid. But David was never paranoid. Even when he had every right to be. If he wanted this handled a certain way, it must be for a good reason. You and David, remind me, how many years did you and David work together? Oh, well, I started with the company about 4 years ago. They offered me a temp contract when I was graduating. I was put in HR right in the middle of hiring bursts, so I spent 2 months in Warren's. Then an aptitude test got me fast-tracked to mid-low management. Sorry, warrants? Oh, that's just what we call the company dorms back then on account of all the people. Ah. Plus, it was underground. Uh-huh. Didn't see the sun that first month. My skin got so dry. Is that normal in your industry? Normal for everyone I've ever worked with. Except David, of course, but I mean, he was the best. Yeah. One Tuesday morning, Dr. David Asher walked right up to my desk like I'd won the lotto. Said I should come work for him, Dr. David Asher, directly. On a random Tuesday morning, like it was nothing. He didn't like to do things on Mondays. Said people were always too tired to get anything done anyway. That's true. This Dr. David was up to something, and he was right. Yeah, that's right. He did say that. I should know by now, right? 3 years of arranging meetings and keeping him organized and occasionally straightening his tie. He was a good boss. He was a good guy. Yeah. Where did you last speak with him? In person? Thursday afternoon. The day before yesterday. He seemed normal. I mean, We still don't really know anything, Jess. You're right, thanks. Thursday's the last time I saw him. That was when he asked me to meet with you. So, David asked you to do this on Thursday, correct? Yeah, Thursday. And he passed last night, Friday. Oh, he knew it was going to die. Yeah. Wait, you don't think that when we met, he had already decided? It's not healthy to speculate on that sort of thing. More importantly, it's not helpful. Dead don't have anything to offer the living. I should know. You're probably right. Besides, we'll need to focus. Judging by the size of the crowd I'm looking at, it looks like we're about to jump into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. 10:34. Sorry for yawning, but that's it. There's no but. Sorry for yawning. Yeah, I'll definitely have to heat that up in a second. Noble Employee Housing Building, Platea. Lobby. And I thought there were a lot of police here before. Maybe too late to ask, but you're not bad with crowds, are you, Morgan? She's kidding, right? It's downright airy in here compared to what we just waded through. Wide eyes and clenched fists, heads peeking over shoulders and around signs. Police, both mechanical and warm-blooded, closing ranks with holograms and quick-set wires to draw a severe perimeter, while protesters, mourners, fanatics, and busybodies shuffle about at the edges of the police line, the heat of their panicked anxiety washing over. Who the hell were all those people? Well, there've always been people with strong feelings about our products. Android stepped forward into the mob, gently, firmly, unfeeling part in the human tide. Most of them with official police branding, but a few remotely deputized consumer models emerged from the crowd to join them. All of them built by Noble. All of them built from David's code. All of them standing vigil outside his tomb. This is all technically company property, isn't it? Yep, David had the penthouse all to himself, but every other floor tenants are Noble employees too. Not an uncommon arrangement in Uptown. Work at Noble, rent from Noble. Wave hello to your Noble neighbor in the morning and make sure to request a spot in line at the official company crematorium. They don't actually do that last part. I think. Does Noble handle employee funerary arrangements? Yeah, it's a pretty standard benefit actually. It's cheap for them compared to dental. But Noble's always been generous with benefits. Work hard and the company will have you set for life. And after. Both the state and noble have gotten themselves entrenched here in the lobby. Security and damage control and PR and liability. Everybody's just glad to be working. I'm feeling a little overstimulated, and it's just we can just skip all these checkpoints. No, absolutely not. So, who do we need permission from? The cops or the company? My request went through, so we should have the go-ahead from both at this point. We won't need to go near the actual, is it still called a crime scene if it's not technically a crime? I don't want to think about how many suits nobles paint to debate that question right this very instant. David's vault is in the penthouse basement, but we can't get to it from these ground floor elevators. We'll have to ride straight up to the rooftop veranda, walk in his front door, and then head down. If Jess says we can do all that without stumbling across where he died, then... I still hadn't understood what that was. It's her inhaler. Okay, I see. Okay, so if we just flash my ID card at any problem that comes up, including him... Oh my god, there's back. Hey ladies, look, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid we're at capacity at the moment. Let anyone else buy and we won't be able to maintain. Huh. You're that lawyer Morgan. You caught me, detective. How long has it been? Feels like it's been ages. Oh dear, not still bitter about our last encounter, I hope. I'll live. I don't see the spunky one around. She's taking a mental health aid to preserve that unflappable charm. Detective Reyes is around. Why? You miss her that bad? I've had blind pimples that were more endearing. You two know each other? Jess Starling, meet homicide detective cousin London. It's a pleasure, miss. Oh, likewise? As you might have guessed, the detective and I are acquainted. Comes with the line of work. Morgan's being modest, sweetheart. We're practically blood. Oh, wow, me? Sweetheart? Something's wrong, Starling. No, nothing wrong. But close as we are, I still can't just let her walk in off the street and onto the scene of an ongoing investigation. Even Noble's lawyers have to play by the rules today. Play by the rules, so there is a game afoot. What makes you assume I'm here in a professional capacity? You're a criminal defense attorney, and we're at a crime scene. Call it an old man's intuition. Good detectives don't rely on intuition, though, do they? They rely on evidence. Oh, I don't really rely on it, don't worry. I just need to lean on every now and then, when my back hurts up. Oh, cool. Guy gets a bit of gray in his hair and he thinks it's a free pass to act like a goddamn cowboy. Well, I'm afraid your intuition's off this morning, detective. I'm here on a private matter. The deceased wasn't your client? No, that would have been a conflict of interest. Conflict of... You two knew each other. I see. In that case, allow me to give you my condolences. Thank you. But what I could really use is a bit of your help. You sure rally fast. Jess? Right. We have this clearance here, Detective Sir, from legal, which allows us... That's alright, little lady. I trust you. You can leave the paperwork holster for now. Little lady? We aren't here for David, really. We won't be setting foot anywhere near our staging area, Detective. Alright, why not? How generous. I can afford to be generous today, because if I screw up. He gestures to the lobby full of suits and cops. Plenty of folks at hand ready to pick up the slack. Well, if you're that at ease, perhaps I can take this time to ask you a few questions? Hey, you can always ask, Tiger. Oh, it's 10:30. Let me put snooze a bit, and then I'll take my supplement. But I think you understand what I mean when I say whether or not I can answer is not entirely up to me. Let's see. The investigation. I've been checking on my phone, but the only thing in the news seemed to agree is that David passed away. Sorry, but if you're asking for details, no thank you. For not letting them make this into a parade. Yet. We do our best to respect the privacy of anyone involved in an ongoing investigation. He declined to say victim. Detective. Dr. Asher was a close friend of mine for many years. He trusted Morgan more than anyone. Can you tell me if he killed himself? It looks like that's the case. I see. Thank you for telling me that. Dr. Ash. Yeah, you're, well, sorry. Another round of guarded words. David was an important man, and it has only been a few hours. But all of this tiptoeing gives the feeling that whatever happened to David, it wasn't cut and dry. Let's say looking tired. You're looking a bit haggard. How long have you been here anyway? Since this morning. But civilized folks will call it morning when the streetlights are still on. Even if he got here around 1 or 2 in the morning, that still means homicide wasn't brought in until hours after Noble had the lay of the land. Sounds like you could use a break. I could use a retirement package. Hey, you're a lawyer, right? According to all my business cards. Think I can sue for elder abuse? Not that kind of lawyer, sorry. You would lose though. I already regret asking. Why have they got a homicide detective losing sleep over this anyway? A man is dead and he wasn't killed by fire, a vehicle, organized criminals, or disinformation. As far as we know. So at the moment, homicide's technically not the worst fit. But we're leading in name only. A high-profile death like this, everybody's got an eye on us. And a hand placed firmly on the back of our neck. Cooperating. You boys and Noble all getting along with each other, sharing your toys. Some of the younger ones are bristling. But I always play well with others, counselor. And how well do the Megs play with you? They give you full access to building security? They've given us access and they say it's full. Some big penumbra system, top of the line, coverage top to bottom of the building. The size of the data stream's torrential. It'll be a while before we can start making sense of it all. A more conspirational man might think that was intentional. Bury us in data and hope we're too swamped to find wherever they're trying to hide. Maybe. Wait, they give you full access to Penumbra? But that means every android in the building is feeding you off the full spectrum. Wait, what? But that means every android in the building is feeding you their full spectrum. Okay. You know your stuff. The Penumbra pulls data from any androids connecting to a building's net, but that's not much help since there weren't any androids in the penthouse. Right. You know, I'd heard the rumors. Never put much stock in them, but it's true. Asher really never owned a single android? Never. Well, I suppose I might do the same if I was a genius who programmed them all. Every time they open their mouth, it would just be his own lip surface refracted 1,000 times over, echoing back at him from behind a mask he carved. So that means all of you have to investigate with are the penthouse's security cameras. Yeah, but that should be more than enough to wrap up a case like this. In a good way, I mean. We're very much on top of these ladies. Okay. David was one of the biggest names in tech. He was the face of Noble Electronics. Uh-huh. One could argue androids are only as common as they are today because of his contributions to the field. Some people felt that way, sure. So do you think anyone would want to hurt him because of that? Remind me which one of us is the detective again. You really won't let me pick your brain? You already know the answer. Yes, ads are controversial, androids especially. But we at Noble are aware that our products are sometimes the subject of heated debate, but no need to quote the handbook at us, miss. Truth be told, I never really understood the hate. Not that complicated, is it? How many people have lost a job to an ad at least once in their career? Every last one of them lost their jobs because of their bosses. Their flesh and blood bosses fired them. True. Nah, ads are just a symptom. Scratch that. Ads are just a product. Getting mad at them is pointless. And vandalizing them is less than pointless, because unlike us, they're all insured. And besides, Android production has surged over the last decade to become one of the nation's biggest exports. True, nice to have at least one thing we make in this country. That's right, Noble only outsources the productions of a small handful of internal components. Every other part of the manufacturing process is probably done right here at home. I somehow doubt everyone considers the specifics of Noble's supply chain to be a point of national pride. But you don't need But you don't need a political science degree to see how much the state values Noble's contributions to the national economy. Alright, now listen, I don't mind being helpful, and I am trying to be sensitive here, but we really do have a lot on our hands at the moment. So I'm going to have to ask you to be discreet and ideally fast. Well, our business is just a basement, David's basement. But the penthouse is on the top floor of the roof, so its basement would be second to last floor, if you want to be technical, detective. The point is, we don't need to go into the kitchen or the parlor. We'll go straight back to his workshop and then head downstairs. The kitchen and the parlor. I understand. But all the same, I'd like to escort you two ladies there myself. Wow, an escort, like royalty. Isn't he a gentleman? Huh? Yes, he's a... Lead the way, detective. True to his word, London ushered us past the chattering suits and humming drones, through checkpoints and into the elevator. As it climbed into the sky, we got a good look at the growing throng of people gathered outside. And its shifting makeup. Seems like it's mostly protesters now, or worse, brand loyalists. Idiots led around by the nose of their whole life, following the musk of whatever trend is laid out before them each morning. Today's trail having led them here for half reasons they couldn't put into words even if their lives depended on it. They're more like insects. That's funny. And they look like them from up here. They're probably already preparing their spin. The Misunderstood Genius of Dr. David Asher, a video essay in 5 parts. Why the company insisted on cultivating such a following for him, I've never understood. They could have easily pinned his achievements on someone more marketable. Some random photogenic employee, or a fashion model with glasses. David wouldn't have minded. He never wanted the attention, the chaos. Maybe it's as simple as bad luck. He just happened to have the right look for the part. A man buried in his work with his eyes fixed ahead. 1032. Noble Employee Housing Building. Platea. Penthouse. This is, what? His laboratory? His shop, he called it. How down to earth. It's messy in here. David was always organized. Why a programmer needed to make such a mess just to run tests on computers, I'll never. But sloppy as he could be, he didn't like it when other people saw it. If he was leaving things like this, he must have not entertained any guests down here in some time. Thanks for all your help, Detective London. Don't mention it. What, you want me to step out? We won't take long. Not lacking for boldness, are you? Look, I have to take a phone call. We'll be in and out as soon as possible, promise. And whatever Dr. Ash wanted to set aside for his foundation, and we'll be sure to flag it. Right. At least she's already wearing gloves. If we find a dead body, you'll be our first call. Morgan, what was that stuff about his foundation? Dr. Ash's charity has always been managed by an outside group. You haven't spent a lot of time around crime scenes, have you? Actually, this is my first. Well, generally speaking, it's not really common to retrieve things from the premises while the cops are still searching them. Oh. Oh. Look, if David had something to give me, we can go get it. We just can't make a ton of noise about it, understand? Of course. Great. After you. Right. Quiet as a church house. The phrase is quiet as a church mouse, but it's fine, Jess. You got it. Calm myself. I'm okay. I'm okay. But now doesn't seem like the time to correct her. David's shop was a mess, but the mess felt familiar. It was very David. Coming down here, I barely recognize the place. For starters, there's a goddamn gym. David hated exercise. Always claimed he didn't have the time for it. Even when I got him that treadmill and the subscription for the personal coaching program with the scheduled subroutine, said he couldn't find the time. And then even when I explained to him that the program accounted for that and adapted to his schedule, he still... Morgan, what's up? You're smiling. What's so funny? Nothing. Just surprised to see the place renovated. Yeah, he actually had me on mail tag with a couple of contractors a while back. Never thought I'd have to learn so much about concrete and wired and marble. Do you know marble needs to be treated, or else indoor air will start to corrode it? I didn't know that. Is that true? Wait, is it not? I don't know, you tell me. But her guy told me that without an epoxy finish, the entire bar table could... Is that the vault over there then? Yeah, stands out, I guess. Nervous? What's that? Oh, a little, yeah, I guess. But the inhaler helps mostly, so... Aren't you going to open it? Open it? Don't you know the combination? No, I do not know the combination to David's basement vault. Oh. Oh. Oh no, how could I have not? He didn't tell you or give you a code, or... He gave me the code to get into the building. And the parking garage. But not the code to whatever this is. Oh my god, this soundtrack. Okay. You know, there were a lot of scattered papers back in his shop. Could he have left you a note on one of them? Yes, he could have. He would have. In fact, I think he probably did. You just stay right here, Morgan. I'll have this settled in just a second. Sounds good. Right then. Am I banging on the door? Well, it's definitely locked. Looks like a Tethys Basis third Dicker anti-hack, anti-digital, high-rated code panel. Nothing basic about it, but at least I can see the password's limited to 6 characters. Only 1 million possible combinations. Hey, maybe I'll get lucky. Slim chances, but what the hell? Why shouldn't I give it a shot? Ooh, try my birthday. Nothing's happening. Okay, that was dumb. I don't really want to dwell on why I thought that would work. Well, because you trusted me. Forget it. There's a different terminal over there. Cottage security systems. According to the label, maybe it controls the whole room. Damn, it's password protected too. And the code's 64 digits long? What's the point of a camera system that's harder to crack than your little vault, you egghead? Okay, yeah, a programmer probably would care about his IoT than whatever he can fit in a safety deposit box. Get it to 6-digit vault or nothing. But I'm a lawyer, not a lockpick. And whatever other felonies I get up to my private time, I've never pulled off a bank heist before. Only tool I've got there is my head, here. So what do I know? I know whatever David put in his safe, he wanted to keep it secure. And I also know that he wanted me to have it. So maybe he thought ahead. Maybe he guarded it in such a way that I would be the only one who could get to it. David liked games, and he really liked beating me. So if he's left one last puzzle for me, I don't mind going another round. It's a very big painting, and it's impressionist? No, cubicle. Cubist, which is still incorrect. Yeah, cubicle. That sounds right. It is not. Whatever its style, I do remember that David liked this painting. If there was a date on it, that could be a 6-digit password, but I don't see one anywhere. Maybe signing your work was considered gosh amongst cubicleists? Cubicleists. Is it a car? What is that? David's wine collection. Oh, it's like a grabber, still towering over the room. Don't know why he'd buy so many bottles. He didn't even particularly like the stuff. Maybe just fill out these shelves. But not all the bottles are untouched. Some of them don't have the dust on them at all. There's a mechanism for retrieving bottles off the rack. The latest bottle chosen was Murder Count 81. Could be significant. Except vintages only list the year they were bottled, not the month or day. It's not enough digits for the code. This must be a spare liquor cabinet. Damn, there's a lot of good stuff in here, and a lot of bottom shelf swill. The kind of bargain bin vodka and noseburner whiskey that only an undergrad programmer could love. Nostalgia's sweet like that, overpowering. 1 part per million can cover up even the cheapest aftertaste. Oh, the gym, yeah. Taking a closer look, it's a pretty serious looking set of resistant training equipment. And those weights, they're all set near the max. If Noel hadn't appointed him a nutritionist along with a stylist, David would be downright scrawny. There's no way he was putting up these numbers. In which case, the digits on the weight could be a clue. But there's too many, I can't guess the order. So, what the hell, Asher? Did you just set all the weights to max because it looked more neat? What else? Oh, there's a crack. The flooring's a new addition. Looks like, oh my god. Looks rough like sandpaper, but it's bouncy, rubberized. Feels like something you drag your feet on at a gym or in a factory floor. It's more high performance than high class. Expensive, but not in the way you'd expect it for a penthouse. Well, scratch that. It's actually cracked here. Rubber doesn't break, it bends. That's its thing. So someone must have chipped out during the installation and left a defect in. That, or David left the jackhammer on overnight. Alright, I've searched the whole room now. Time to make or break. Do I actually have to type? Oh my god, I actually have to type. Hold on, let me... I only know the 81 Can I look back on my clues? Oh, whoops. I want to look back at my clues. Can I do that? I actually miss when games required us to type, not full-length novels worth of text, but it was fun. Yeah, that's true. But I want to go back to my clues. The only number I remember is 81. And weights to the max? What's the max? Let me see something. Okay. I don't think at this point I can go back. I'm clicking things. Clicking escape. So I should have checked the clues. What the fuck? I'm clicking on things, but I can't see my clues. I am clicking escape tab. I didn't want to search for a playthrough, but I literally can't do anything. What, now I can't type? What? Okay. Why can't I see my clues? Alt, tab, escape. Fuck. It should let me. Why doesn't it let me? That is super weird. I guess I should have checked when, like, step by step. Fuck. Well, I'm gonna open the guide. I'm sorry. This is not the way I wanted to, but Yeah, it says big painting, search term, big blue painting. And if you can still find the password, it's under the search term, big blue painting. But it doesn't let me go to my phone. Motherfucker. Okay. I'm just gonna input the code that it's here. It's 112558. Well, at least I got an achievement, but this is not the way I wanted to do things. Because now I'm gonna go to my phone. Hold on. Let me put my blanket back. And I'm gonna terms big blue painting. There it is, 112558. It was there. But I couldn't access my phone. Motherfucker. Dude, I'm starting to get a lot of profiles. Well, goddamn. Feels like I just got lucky there. Hope I didn't spend on all my good fortune for the rest of the month. Hey, Morgan, what? How did you get to open? What is that? I turned back around just in time to see a door finish swinging open with mechanical grace revealing a girl. I think that's something to tell the devs. Probably. Hey, maybe I'll leave a review, and in the review I'll say that, because that is very weird. I wanted to check with the barcode emblazoned across her temple, required by law to be plainly visible. It's an android, clearly marked as such. And yet, even standing this close, I could swear it's snoring? I stepped forward and placed the back of my wrist on the android's brow. Warm. It must be a prototype for the Animate 16. Or maybe a prototype for the 17 or 18? A biomechanical android with real human flesh. Sorry, biomechanical, yes, but it's organic flesh, not human. They're grown from lax Gemini cultures, but Sorry, I misspoke. Right, understandable, since you seem surprised, Jess. Hasn't Noble been working on warm androids like this one for a few years now? Warm androids like this one? Hold on, let me just do something really quick, motherfucker. There you go. I mean, yeah, we have, sorry, it's just that this particular model is very, my drink's cold. I'll go hit it up in a minute. It's very cutting edge. Bleeding edge, judging by the flush in those cheeks. I think it's safe to say that we've found what we're looking for. I think so too. That presents a problem then. Oh, do you not approve? I've got nothing against androids. My concern is a bit more immediate and, well, practical. Practical? I don't know how to turn it on. Do you see a switch or something? Do you? Can we, turn it around, or? I poked the android's ribs. A little less give than I expected given its frame, but the rigidity is remarkably lifelike. I place my hand on the shoulder and give it a shake, but it doesn't budge. This thing has to weigh more than... Right, androids mostly transport themselves, so people are always surprised to find out they're a bit heavier than they look. A bit? I'm surprised the whole room isn't slanted. There's no way in hell we're moving this thing without waking it up. Crap. First the vault, now this. I was able to guess the combination just by poking around. Compared to that, finding this hunk of junk's power switch should be child's play. And I think I know where to start. Jess, I'm going to step back into the lab for a moment, alright? Huh? Oh, sure, there's gotta be a manual around here. Good idea. It might be some kind of prototype, but it's still got a barcode. Maybe you can scan the GIN number and find something in the company files? Yeah, of course. All genetic ID numbers should be paired with industry standard files on maintenance, tracking, power requirements. I somehow doubt that the enigmatic android taking a cat nap in the sarcophagus of David Asher's basement will have a user manual. But it can't hurt for her to try and... The fuck was that? I'm okay. Broke a heel, but I'm okay. I carry glue. And I'd rather search the lab by myself. Now then, if I were David and I wanted to make sure that only one person would be able to walk out of here with that android, how would I set that up? These appear to be holding tanks for something. How should I know? No labels or anything. Typical for a genius, but a nightmare for anyone trying to pick up after him. It's a lot more hard science than I expected in here. Centrifuge and glass microscopes. Don't programmers do all their work with a keyboard? Haven't seen one of these since college, but this must be a 3D printer of some sort. It feels expensive enough to make other printers look like soda fountains by comparison. Better not mess with any of the settings. Diagrams of human anatomy. The hands are highlighted. The most developed part of the human body, good for making stone axes and sending emails. Robots and frames can do just fine with claws, 3-digit imitations. But androids are expected to look like people and move like them too. Getting the hands right must be a big priority at Noble. That tree-like shape on the right is a neuron. Those branches receive input at varying weight, and then if the sum is greater than a certain threshold, the neuron fires. A 0 becomes a 1, and all the other zeros around it take that into consideration. Repeat that a couple of billion times a second and you've got the human brain. A computer powerful enough to simulate all of reality. That's the analogy I read in a magazine anyway. Looks like a fairly normal computer. If I'm lucky, the security will be fairly normal as well. Boot up complete. Username? Vocal commands. David Asher? Morgan? Guest? Thank you for logging in as guest. It didn't recognize my voice, so I can probably rule out a vocal command being the key to waking the android. Do you have a question? More than one. For now though, what should I search for on his computer? Morgan. Search files for Morgan. 23 results on the local hard drive. I can work with that. Mostly phone book and social data, but I don't recognize this file type. Some kind of personal format? Date of birth, education, occupation, blood type, height and weight. Alright, buddy, a little invasive, don't you think? DNA and fingerprints? Now, why did you have that, David? My DNA isn't in any database. I've made sure of that. So he couldn't have bought this anywhere. He must have collected it himself from a wine glass or the like. It would have been easy to do. Oh no, not the weight, not everything. Honey, what are you doing? But why do it? Alright, I'm starting to get a pretty clear picture from what it'll take to turn on this android. I've got the what, for the where and the how. I'll just have to manage. It's still just a piece of machinery. If it really won't turn on, I can always start hitting it. Morgan, there you are. I've looked in every registry I could find and every database I could get into, but I don't think this android is in the system. It was a long shot. Don't beat yourself up over it. Yes, but an android without the proper identification is... It's only buying or selling an android without proper identification. Oh, that's Morgan. It's only buying or selling an android without proper identification that's illegal. And it doesn't seem like you ordered this online. I guess you're right, huh? Well, have it registered soon enough anyway. I think I figured out what we need to do here. Oh? If David really wanted me to have this, he would have left some way for me to turn it on. What are you thinking? David had my fingerprints and my DNA on file. By requiring both, he could reasonably be sure that no one was powering up this android without my approval. You've done a swab before, haven't you? Every month for the company. Apparently they're building a database on employee epigenetics cross-referenced with... Oh, so you're gonna... My DNA and my fingerprints make the key. Now, where to find the lock? The hand? Because the hand is very important. I want to say the lips, but like... There was a diagram back in his shop. Was it meant to be a literal handshake verification? Huh. I thought that would work. Me too. I really want to do the lips. The lips are one of the most sensitive parts of the body. Not the worst place to make a scan, even if it is gross placing my finger there. Ew, why was it wet? Oh, that's still not doing it, huh? Come on, do I really need to push my finger deeper? Jiggle the key? Oh man, you went right in there. Are you touching the tongue? It's blinking at me. Oh, it worked. Good morning. No, good morning. Good morning. Sarah. Long beat. Good morning to you too. I should save. She's actually cute. Oh, cute. Hello. I've never seen you two before. I guess we should introduce ourselves then. Hi. This is Jessica Starling. She works for Dr. Asher. I'm Morgan, a friend of his. Got all that? I understand. She's Jessica Starling, and you are Morgan. Last name unknown? No, Morgan is my last name. Father told me about you. Ah, he did? Wait, Father? David? You had it call you Daddy? I am referring to Dr. David Asher. Are you confused? That's not the word I'd use. I'll throw a bone beyond the grave for the good doctor and just move this along. Did David say that he was giving you to me? Transferring ownership? Ownership? That is correct. And what else did? Mostly correct. Right, and what else did he tell you? Many things. Can you specify? I thought conversation was the first thing David figured out how to program. Did Dr. Asher tell you anything that he wanted you to convey to Morgan? A message you were supposed to pass on? Yes. Jess, I think it's trying to. Oh, okay, sure, I'll give you two. Or, well, I'll give you some privacy, Morgan. I've actually gotten about 14 messages in the last 2 minutes, so... I'll just head back to the lab to take some calls, okay? Thanks, Jess. Yes, thank you, Jess. You're welcome. Just the two of us now. So what do I call you?
My name's Sarah. It's nice to meet you, Morgan. Trust me, the pleasure is all mine. So what's the message? Father told me that I would be living with you from now on. And he told me that you would look after me. Shouldn't it be the other way around? Should it? A model this lifelike with warmth and breath and something close to blood in his veins. Just what are you anyway? You forgot my name already. She doesn't sound like she has this voice. She sounds like a kid. You forgot my name already? It's Sarah. What were you built for? You're warm, obviously. You're not one of those physical therapy models, are you? That would be highly illegal. I haven't completed 500 hours of study at state-approved massage therapy school. I haven't even completed 1 hour. What purpose did Dr. Asher design you for? I don't know the answer to that question. You don't know why he built you? No, should I? How come you not? Do you? Would I be asking you if I did? I mean, do you know why you were created? Why were you born? Why? Why me? Why would you? Why are you doing this? You're a freak. A monster. What the hell is wrong with you? Please don't kill me. Please, why? Why? Why was a monster like you even born? Guess I walked into that one. What the hell? What's her backstory? I was starting to wonder if you had the Turing solution. Father's framework for programming linguistics in artificial systems. And the body of work for which he first gained international recognition. Yeah, and the international gel. Do you have an answer to my question? An answer as to why you were created? Why you exist? Occam's razor. I'm here because my parents wanted me. I see. Then I will give a similar answer. I was created because Father wanted to make me. Can't argue with that logic, can I? Can't argue with that logic. Father did say you're a lawyer. Yeah, that's me. You're a lawyer, and I defeated you with logic. World-class, high-power attorney. The best funds money can buy. So do you catch criminals? That's what cops do. Do you litigate criminals? That's what prosecutors do. Then do you fight for the underrepresented? Expose injustice? Sue corrupt corporations and officials? I don't think anyone does that anymore. Then what do you do? I'm a criminal defense attorney. A defender of the innocent and powerless. Oh my god, she's gleaming. Uh-huh. Do you also... Now that you know all about me, what can you tell me about yourself? I've never had to do that before. First time for everything. How old are you? I'm not sure I can give a satisfactory answer. Oh, for two on answering simple questions. What's the date of your earliest memory? 2 years ago. And where were you constructed or assembled or whatever? What facility? I was not constructed at any facility. Father created me here, by himself. You're saying if I took you apart, I wouldn't be able to find any markers from any manufacturers, any ideas of any designer? You wanted me to take me apart? David was a programmer, not an engineer. How could he build a custom android from scratch in the comfort of his own home? He couldn't have. He must have had help, probably a whole department's worth. If I ask around, there's gotta be someone in the company who can ID this thing and help me figure out what's so important about it. You don't look like any android I've ever seen.
What are you made of? This body is comprised of organic tissues integrated directly into cybernetic systems. They require organic nourishment, including water, carbohydrates, and salt. Wait, warm androids have to eat and drink? They cannot be worth that much trouble. My cybernetic systems operate largely as analogs to their equivalents in the human body. I have a respiratory system for oxygen exchange and a centrally located pump that circulates oxygen. You mean you've got a heart? How quaint. But where does all that extra weight come from? Pardon? I tried moving you earlier and it felt like I was pulling against a truck. My skeleton is a combination of medical-grade plastics and military-grade titanium carbide alloy. That sure took the wind out of our sails. My muscles are made of adaptive rare earth alloy, nanoweaver fiber with shock absorption and kinetic chain power potential rated past. Wait, did you say military grade? I have a grip strength above 1,000 kilograms. I can run at sustained speeds over 60 kilometers per hour. I can jump 6 meters vertically. I can lift approximately... I'm not sure what kind of grip strength most androids are walking around with, but I've never seen any of them move the weights it's talking about. Even just standing there, it seems to be poised. Controlled, spring tight, strengthened in flexibility like a ballerina or a gymnast. Strong enough to flip over a tank. Lifelike enough to avoid detection. As long as it never stepped on a scale, it'd make for the perfect infiltration unit. The perfect weapon if you could keep its development a secret. Did they really put something that heavy on my plate? Dismantling a military prototype in secret? Are you deep in thought? But a military infiltration android would look more crew-cut and forgettable. And would David really devote personal time and effort just to make another weapon for the military? I have other features I could tell you about if you like. If I shoot you, would you die? It would be very painful. And there would be a discharge of fluid, but conventional weapons would not prove particularly effective. That settles it. This thing's a weapon, sure as I... Would you like to know about my hair? Your hair. I'm impressed you noticed. Its fiber contains miniaturized solar cell lattice technology, allowing me to remain charged throughout the time. That must come in handy. I haven't actually had the chance to use it yet. The Shroom has ambient wireless charging for functionality, and I haven't gone outside much. Okay, maybe it's not a weapon after all. You're just a pincushion, aren't you? I am not familiar with the term. Searching. Pincushion, jargon, design. Refers to the prototypes with experimental technologies to check for compatibility issues. Got an idea, not sure what to do with it? Stick it on the pincushion. It's as good as an explanation as any for what I'm staring at. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna heat up the rest of my beverage and I'm gonna take a short break. So I'll be right back in like 5 minutes, okay? I was gonna say 1 minute, no. Give me 5 minutes and I'll come back, okay?
Okay, I'm back, and I'll play for a little more. It's also getting late. A mishmash of state-of-the-art military features spliced with odd new technologies and seemingly pointless additions. Whoops. The end result being a singular, unsellable android that wasn't particularly good at anything and would break down after a few years. Cushions are small but valid part of the field of android manufacturing. Why is it not working? Oh, the controller. Welcome back, thank you. It took longer, but I appreciate it. Controller disconnected. There it is. They are valuable to collectors who sent them as time capsules filled with their designers' most outlandish ideas and least reproducible results. But even the most nonsensical pincushions are built by a committee over the years, with numerous engineers and programmers adding in their pet functions. The android before me claims to have been built by one man. A man who's now... Seems we got off track there. Sarah, was there anything else that David told you to relay me? Besides that you were to look after me? He also told me that you were reliable and that I should trust you. He said that I was to listen to you and obey your instructions. Finally, some good news. As you say, Adonai... What's that? That word you called me, what was that? Adonai, from classic Hebrew. Translated literally, it means my lord. Do you prefer that I call you master? No. Very good, Adonai. Why did David use Hebrew, though? Abrahamic myth tells of servants constructed out of the earth and clay, designed to resemble and obey their masters. Golems. Father must have found the comparison appropriate. Amusing, more likely. It's just a joke. Father would not make light of such a thing. Sure he would. Perhaps we should ask him to clarify his reasoning for himself. Where is Father, by the way? Is he upstairs? When was the last time you were active? 38 hours ago. Thursday night, then. Correct. Right. David Asher is dead. He died last night, understand? How? May I see him? See him? No, I won't be able to see him. Funeral's probably not for a few days. Father was not... He was not sick. I don't feel like doing the whole song and dance with two robots in one day. That's very charming, but let's go commands only. What? What happened? Did he have an accident? Why is it still doing the theatrics? Does it not recognize my authority yet? The police have determined that he committed suicide. For the time being, we ought to focus on getting you properly registered. Maybe then you'll take commands the first time I say them and not. The police are wrong. Excuse me? They are wrong. Father did not commit suicide. He would never do such a thing. Father had. He told me. Look, Sarah. I'm sorry? You're sorry? Father said you were his friend. How are you so calm?
I've been around death a lot. So don't try to lecture me about grief, Spearmint. My name's Sarah. You will use it because my father, Dr. David Asher, the greatest programmer in the whole world, gave it to me. And he did not kill himself. Let's say you're right. David didn't commit suicide. If that's the case, the police will realize that soon enough. The police have already made their determination. That's what you just said. Father said that you were a lawyer, that you were capable and reliable, and a friend. You should be looking into his death. That's... Is that an order? Of course not. It is a request, Adonai. A request that I'll have to refuse. The police have their job, and I have mine. If I stick my nose into the investigation any further, they'll come down on me hard. Cops don't like lawyers on principle, but what they really hate are people who tell them how to do their job. Let's go. We need to. Father asked you to look after me. Yeah, he did. He also said you should obey me, but you don't seem quite as fixated on that part. And he said something else. He said that you owed him a favor. Oh no. One favor. The thin ice starts here, Spearmint. That was between him and me. Father is gone, so now it is between you and I. And I am calling in the favor now. What? You don't have to take care of me anymore. Consider that request null and void. You can sell me to some collector, or you can donate me to a university. Doesn't matter. In exchange, you will prove Father didn't kill himself. And you will make sure that whoever hurt him is held accountable. Why are you laughing? It's you and me, not you and I. You and me. David would roll over in his grave if he knew you'd gotten that wrong. It was not my intention to amuse or rotate. No, that's for damn sure. Fine, I'll take the deal, Sarah. You mean you'll prove that Father did not... I mean, I'll look into it. I'm a lawyer. I don't prove anything. I just disprove what I can. Then where do we start? I didn't realize you had a law degree. I do not have a law degree, but I am a fast learner. This isn't a job interview. And I am far from useless. I can't. The ad did raise at least one good question. Where do I start? I'm a defense attorney, not a police detective, and David was my friend, not my client. I won't be able to poke around at all unless... And I am also capable of... Can you tell a lie? I am capable of making statements that are false. Guess it'll have to do. Are you going to ask me to lie? Yes. To the police, in fact. Lying to the police is a felony. Androids don't commit felonies, they make errors. I see. What kind of error did you have in mind, Adonai? $11:14. Are you sure about this? You have questions too, don't you? Right, no, I'm just a little better equipped to get the answers than you are. Okay, go for it. I'll make sure they're watching. Is the air quality at Noble headquarters kept up to the state standards? What's that? All these Noble employees seem to have asthma. Was Father also working under such poor conditions? They don't have asthma. Then why are they all carrying inhalers? Yes, ma'am, she's right over here. There she is. Oh, it's you. Oh, it's you. Did I mess up? On the contrary. Eyes wide. She's a DA. Quiet. She succeeded spectacularly in getting Noble's ears perked up. Emma Rockford. Didn't think I'd run into you here. Yeah, didn't think I'd be here either. But the powers that be think my presence sends a strong message to the Meg, so... No, wait, what are you doing here? A few minutes later. I see. I'm sorry for your loss. Thank you for saying that. And thank you, Detective Reyes, for your many kind words. We can't all be as talkative as you. Normally quoting poetry would feel pretentious, but you were so genuine in your reading. Bite me. I don't know that there's a need for all that. Very mature detective. Did you come up with that yourself? Oh no, that's Kaguya's signature pose. Like the pop star? I don't know what you're talking about. You can admit if you do. Well, there's nothing to admit, because I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know who that is. Wait, now you're saying that you don't know who Kaguya is? She's the most famous. Yeah, well, I just don't know who that is, so... Ma'am. Weren't you about to say something? Oh, well, I'm still surprised to see you here now, Morgan. Are you helping plan the service? Actually, the company will be planning Dr. Ash's funeral service. Wouldn't his family want to take care of that? No. 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 I see, sorry. But if that's the case... Why are you here, Morgan? Ha! Oh gosh, I'm so sorry to disrupt your morning. Hey, that's... You're here for the same reason as every other suit they've got crawling around. Money. You're not wrong, there are a lot of annoying insects with annoying agendas scurrying around before my friend's body is even cold. But the honest truth is I don't even know if David had a will. The company helping him manage his estate, legal is probably already on it. Actually, judging by how much coffee that intern is carrying into the elevator, I'm certain they are. Right, so if you're not here for the funeral or the reading of the will... Miss Starling asked me to come by here, actually, on a matter unrelated to David's passing. An unrelated matter. That's convenient. Isn't it? But now that I am here, it's come to my attention that the police have made a determination in the case of David's death. And where did you hear that? Am I mistaken? No, you're right. They concluded that it was suicide. Can always count on her to be blunt. I was worried about that. Yeah, I'm sure you must be feeling. Because I'm going to have to contest that charge. What? The state has made a charge. I'm arguing against it. The hell are you talking about? The police believe David committed suicide. Suicide is a felony in this country, detective. It is technically a crime to commit suicide, yes, but we're not in the habit of bringing dead men to trial. Especially not one for their own murder, Morgan. No, not to trial, of course not. But there would be a preliminary hearing in a case like this. Technically, it's a formality. Assuming the courts aren't busy that day. I'm afraid that on this occasion I'm going to have to insist on formality. Yeah, well, you don't really have much say in the matter, do you? With David gone, I have the only say, really. I am, after all, his criminal attorney. All that money and he needs his drinking buddy to be his attorney? Bullshit. I am also skeptical, Morgan. It's a pretty serious conflict of interest to be your friend's defense attorney. you are absolutely right. It is a conflict of interest. And I would have said as much to him if I had a chance. What do you mean? I only found out that he wanted me to be his attorney today. After he died? How the hell did you miss that memo? Embarrassing, isn't it? But to be fair, it was hidden pretty well. Oh, I didn't know you had an android, Megan. It's cute. Thanks, but it's actually David's. And it's technically my witness. Witness to what? 38 hours ago, that this David Asher communicated to me as a matter of record the following explicit legal intent. That in the case of any and all criminal charges brought against him by the state, his attorney would be Evangeline Morgan. Evangeline. No, wait, serious, your name's Evangeline. Did your parents name you after a Christmas carol? Should we all be curtsying? It's not that funny. No, of course not. Nothing to be embarrassed about, Evangeline. Or do your friends call you Angel? I hear Kaipia's on tour, detective. Should I get you tickets? You could have had your dad drive you like all the other 15-year-olds. Hey. Feels like we're getting off topic. What were we just... I was telling you on that David Asher wanted her to be his criminal defense attorney. Imagine my surprise. An android's recording of a verbal expression of intent isn't exactly ironclad, Morgan. That's fair. And if we were going before an upper-level court, I would expect that to be open to all kinds of scrutiny. But we're talking about a preliminary hearing. A formality, as you called it. If he asks for representation, he deserves representation. Doesn't matter whether he's dead or alive. Am I missing something? What difference does it make? Not even an adjutant would be obtuse enough to sentence a dead man. No, there won't be a sentence, but the adjutant will render a verdict. And verdicts have consequences, even for the deceased. Is that what this is about? What she's getting at? If the court agrees that this was suicide, that verdict will retroactively affect evaluations of the individual's mental health. Like whether he was in his right mind or not. You know, anything can be a estate tax law, detective. No, but I'm sure you'll be happy to educate me. More than happy. An individual found by a court to be not of sound mind can very well give their consent to the lawyer drawing up their will. If his will is compromised, all of David's considerable assets would suddenly be thrown into legal limbo. In which case, the state would be legally obligated to come in and pick up the pieces. So this is just about his money? I'm almost disappointed in you, Morgan. Well, when you take into consideration all the factors, it's actually more complicated than that. For example... Huh? Never mind. No, Starling, you should speak your mind. All I mean to say is that while Dr. Asher did have significant holdings in art, real estate, and intellectual property, he also, of course, owned a great deal of stock in numerous corporations, principally Noble. If he was ruled not to be sound of mind, and his shares were to end up acquired by the government, Noble would suffer a serious blow to his commercial image and its standing in the official community. All of which to say, there's a great deal at stake here. Not the least of which is the reputation of a man whom I was proud to call my friend. You're not buying this, are you? In case you haven't noticed, the city is working closely with Noble in this. And they're not gonna let you bring them any unwanted attention. Starling did her part. They're watching, and they've stopped trying to hide it. from here on out, it's a gamble. Noble Electronics already has unwanted attention. Why are you raising your voice? If nothing changes by the end of the day, the whole country is going to hear it, how David Asher committed suicide. By midnight, there will be questions about his competency. Concerns about why the brain inside every single Noble ad was built by an apparently unstable man. The shareholders will have nothing to do all Sunday but brood over that sad thought and all its disturbing implications. By the time the markets reopen on Monday, I would expect a great deal of volatility. That's so. I understand Noble's apprehension, of course, Emma. I just feel like right now the fiscally conservative thing to do would be to not get in my way. So you've got your reasons, and Noble's got a lot to think about. But why should the district attorney's office devote a valuable time to playing out this game of yours? Because they're certain that they'll win. That goes without saying. The court should have an opening at 6 p.m. I didn't have anything planned. Then it's a date. Detective, would you get her clearance set up? Yes, ma'am. Updates every hour, yeah? You're on a limb, Morgan. Better not linger. Here. Clearance for all the relevant sites and police firewalls. You can interview and investigate with your authority as an officer of the court now. If you haven't already been doing that. Don't even think about being sloppy with the discovery on this. Rockford might think you're funny, but I appreciate the warning, Detective Reyes. It's nice to know you care. I live to serve. And protect. Whew. Thanks for the assist, darling. Yeah, no sweat. Are all cops like that? Or are they more like that Detective London gentleman? Yeah, most are like her. They're most likely like that, yes. They're all that intense? Yes, it comes from being short. And most cops are short? Yes. But right, well, I'll see you at the courthouse tonight. If you need anything in the meantime, don't be afraid to ask. Good luck, both of you. What do we do now? Well, I have a few options. I have access to the crime scene now, probably the best place to start. I'd like to head over there to the company building as well. To get me registered? Among other things. Either David killed himself or he didn't. But if he did, it's almost certainly his asshole corporate overlords who are to blame. In which case, I'll want to take my sweet time raking them over the coals. What are you doing? Nothing. What about Father? When can we see him? He'll be at the morgue by now. The medical examiner will speak to me now that I'm operating under the court's authority. But if I stop to flash paperwork at every nurse and security guard with nothing better to do than ask questions, I'll have to. What's I'll look for? You're my father's friend. Thank you again for reminding me. Aren't there people you'd like to speak with? Other friends you'd want to know? Bad news travels fast. I'm sure everyone in the country has heard about David by this point. But all their heartbreak shit did keep me pretty occupied this last few weeks, and I was never one to pry. If there was someone who could tell me more about this David's personal life over the last several months, it'd be worth the effort of finding them. Do you have someone in mind? Maybe someone he met recently? He spoke about becoming close with someone this year, a musician. Now that you mention it, there was a PO something that David might have mentioned when we talked back in. I will begin a search. I've completed my search. I found nothing. Thanks for the old college try. Is that really the best you can do? Father was a private man in person and online. With just a few letters and the fact that he was a musician, I'm afraid that we don't have enough information to narrow down the results, haven't I? No, we have plenty of information. We just need the right person for the job. What kind of person is that? Ooh, time date expunged. Precinct 112. Detainment room 1. And who would you even have called? Who are you? I don't know. But I still should have gotten my phone call. Said I got you. Who are you again? My latest guardian? Your foster parent? Want me to call you mommy? I'm not really the motherly type. Hey yo, we might actually get along. So I've got good news and bad news. I'm not your guardian, I'm your lawyer. You've been given a lawyer because you're being charged with a felony. Fascist pig, skipping school a felony now. Hacking into a government database has been a felony for a very long time. Is this guy Lobo? That wasn't me. They have your keystrokes, your IP address, your login times, and the playlist you were listening to. That was for a homework assignment. Here's what I don't get. You got in, copied the data, could have gotten right out. They wouldn't even know they'd been robbed until they saw their password show up on the black market clearance 2 weeks later. But you didn't get out. You stayed and made changes to their database. You robbed the bank, got clean money, then dragged a can of spray paint behind you all the way home. Why? Look, I didn't steal anything that wasn't already compromised. And the only data I edited was my own. So if anything, they should be thanking me for correcting their mistakes. What did you get your birthday wrong? My name. Name changes are only 2 pages of paperwork. You just need to fill out the form and get a signature from a parent or a guardian. So, what's the good news then? The good news was that I'm your lawyer, not your guardian. The hell, that doesn't count as good news. It's just the thing you said. Don't be so sure. A lawyer's a lot better than a guardian. How's that? Parents, guardian, foster, whatevers. They're all supposed to take care of you because it's the right thing to do. A lawyer is someone who always does what's best for you, no matter what, because that's how they get paid. So how good are you at your job? Hello, Monke. It's pronounced Kerr. I know how it's pronounced. And don't call me that. When I met Fran in that police station, I couldn't help but bet that landed the jackpot. A valuable asset with a skill set complementary to my own personal and private pursuits. Someone who, after seeing the sweetheart probation deal I managed to land for them, would be more than happy to help me with whatever I need, whenever I need. You're always so cold, Fran. Can't even get a good morning. No such thing. Nothing's good ever happened until the afternoon when people are actually awake. What I got instead was a compulsive liar with a horrific sleep schedule and a crippling addiction to poor time management. What do you want, Red? I can't call you up just for fun? Not if you don't want to get blocked. I need you to find somebody for me. Can't do it. I've got homework. We both know the only time you ever do your own homework is during the class it's due. And I've got sports. You can't tell a basketball from a hockey stick. And I've got a bidding war to win. You're the only person on earth bidding on 70-year-old Coochie and Air Joe Dan vintage reps, Fran. I think you can take your eyes off the auction block. So yeah, sorry, but I'm busy, so... I was hoping we could skip straight to the carrot portion of the routine, but if you insist on doing things from the top, huh? I had an interesting conversation with your parole officer yesterday. Oh, yeah? They've been really into the self prefixes lately. What? self-motivation, self-actualization, self-help. Oh, and he thinks you could really benefit from it. You're lying. He's got all the workbooks ready. Oh my god, he's sweating. Clearly your Saturdays are stacked, so I'll make sure your Sundays are full of... Fine, I get it. I need you to find a local musician. Musician? Knowing this, it will be electro swing or some other awful. Last name Powell or Parker. And that's all you got? They'll be in David Asher circles. Wait, Asher? You're working that? That should be more than enough for a clever kid like you, like yourself, to go on. Don't go expecting any miracles. I need this soon, within the hour, ideally. Within the... You know I have other clients, don't you? Other clients who actually pay you on time? A musician. Find him. Okay. Even talking over the phone, you're very animated, Adonai. What do you mean? To say you're very expressive when you talk to people. Of course I'm expressive. If I wasn't, how would anyone know what I'm thinking? I see. I'll keep that in mind as we... Wait, you really expect to tag along? Of course, Father was... Yeah, I know you want to. But why should I let you? Because I am capable and helpful. Uh-huh. I mean it. I can take notes for you. And move heavy objects. And I'll learn to do more. How? I will subject every individual we encounter to a basic survey to procure biographical information on them while I gain experience in questioning. Subjecting them to torture. I can help, Adonai. How fast can you fill out forms? Fast. Congratulations, you're halfway to being paralegal. You coming? Right away, Adonai. $11:45. Noble Employee Housing Building, Platea. Penthouse dining room. However, I think I'll save and we'll come back to this on next stream. Oh, that's close phone. How do I leave? Oh, to title. Oops. Yes. But yeah, we'll be leaving it here for today. Sorry I took longer on my break than expected, but I am really having a lot of fun here. This game is just as good as I remember it, and I hope you are enjoying it as well. Let me go this way. Let's see if there's someone I can raid really quick. If you want, there's all the VODs are on my YouTube channel, and I have 2 VODs in there from episode 0 if you'd like to check that out. Let me see. Ooh. Delphinium is playing Okami, and that sounds like an interesting game. So let's see what's that all about. Raid. Delphinium. There it is. I really appreciate you coming by tonight and keeping me some company while I play, well, technically not a new game, but the continuation of a game we played before. Have a lovely rest of your Sunday, rest well, and I'll catch back with you next stream.
which I will update on Discord. I don't know if it'll be on Tuesday or on Saturday. It's one of those days. So I'll keep you updated. Have a lovely time. I love you. Rest well and stay safe. Bye bye.